welcome back to Alex's Life 101. For today's video, I will be talking about the planning of both of my sister's quinces. So, I want to say back in 2015, after a few months after my grandma had passed away, it was my sister Yuritsa's. She was turning actually 16, but we wanted to do a quince for her, and she didn't want one the year that she turned 15, which was in 2014. Um, so we later on we had a talk with her and convinced her to have a quince, but she wasn't too sure. So then the month of August came, and I don't know what got into her head, but as soon as August began, she told us that she wanted a quince. It was me and my aunt. She was living with us at that time. And I don't know, like all of a sudden she just came with, hey, I want a quince. Is it possible to have a quince? And back then I, I was working actually. No, I wasn't working yet. I was working with my aunt because we were selling tamales back then. And so I talked to my aunt. We talked, and we agreed to have a quince for her. And so we started looking for help. I asked my uncles. We asked friends and family, close friends, and they all agreed to help us out. So we weren't sure what kind of date we were like, what exactly the date that it was going to be on. She obviously couldn't have the church because she hasn't done her primera comunión or confirmación. Just decided, we started looking everywhere to see where we were gonna have it at, and I don't remember who thought about it actually, but we were all like, why don't we just have it outdoors at a park? So we did. We actually started looking at parks and everything like that, and we thought about the park next to the cemetery where my grandma's buried. It's called Tanaquin Park. And we were like, okay, fine, like, let's do it. Let's do it there. So we had to ask the city for permission to have an event there, and we paid for the permit, which is $50. Not that bad. It's cheaper than having it at a salon. So we had that ready, and then after that, we started looking for her dress. It was hard for us to find a dress for her, to get it in, or to even find it in the store, because you have to, like, once you're planning a quince, you have to order the dress at least 6 months in advance, and we only had at least 2 to 3 weeks to have a dress. So then we went to this one little dress shop, prom dresses, where they sold all that, and she had an option between, it was two dresses. It was three different colored blues, and then three different colored, I think it was pink and purple. So then she tried on the pink one, the pink, light pink and purple, and it wasn't too good for her. So then she tried on the blue one, and the blue one actually fit her perfectly. It fit her skin tone and everything like that. We called my uncle. My uncle agreed. He said yes, and he already had said yes before, but we just had to look for the dress and tell him how much it was gonna cost. So then we found the dress. We let my uncle know. Her dress was actually $300. My uncle sent us the money to pay for it. We got it. She tried it on. It fit her perfectly. It was her size. And after that, we started looking for her hairdos to see what kind of hairdo she was gonna want for her hair. And then we had to find somebody to do that hairstyle for her. And luckily, my aunt's friend is a hairstylist, so she agreed to do her hair and her makeup. We had to get the food, we had to get the drinks, the plastic, everything like that. Good thing my aunt knew this taco guy who sells tacos, who does events and everything like that. And we were only charged, back then I think it was $800 for 150 guests. They brought all the plastic, all the silverware and everything like that, which was a good thing. And that took a relief off our shoulders, so we didn't have to worry about that. And we got that, and then we started practicing. We had to look for chambelanes because she wanted chambelanes. She didn't want no damas because obviously she said that it was because the damas would take kind of the attention away from the quinceañera. So then after that, we started looking for chambelanes, and we found a few of them. I, of course, was in it. And we started practicing the vals or whatever, and we only had, I want to say, a week or a week and a half, maybe, to practice and to figure out this, to come up with steps, to come up with the songs and what we were gonna do. So by the end of the day, we came up with a few steps into dance. It was only half of the song. It was the day of the quinceañera when she did the vals. I guess my mom called, I think, or somebody, and it interrupted the vals. So at the ending, when we were supposed to do this part where we were supposed to pick her up, that's when the song got interrupted, and I told my mom that day specifically not to call or not to message or anything like that because my phone was going to be connected. And obviously, we didn't get a DJ. We used my aunt's speaker for some of the time. For like the vals, the baile sorpresa, we used it for that. Caballo Dorado or whatever. But we had a norteño. We got a norteño. We were able to get a norteño because we wanted something kind of different for hers. The day of the quince comes. We had everything already ready. My uncles and everybody were already there. My grandma came in from Mexico. She came to my sister's quince. And that day, I remember I was running back and forth because we were missing ice, or we were missing drinks, or we were missing something. And so after that, I did whatever I needed to do, and I chilled. I ate. I did whatever we needed. We planned, took pictures. The pictures came out really good. Here is one of the pictures with my sister. She's in her dress without her ramo. That's the dress that we had actually chosen at the end. The royal blue, and then the light blue, and then sky blue. That was her only choice that she had. And then there is her hairstyle. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit. Her hairstyle that she did, and her headpiece that she wore. She wanted to do something like that, and it actually looked really good on her, on the way that they did it on her. They did a really good job. She looks so different. And so the day comes, whatever, we party, dance, and we wanted to keep the party going until at least midnight, and the cops showed up, I guess. And mind you, the park wasn't close by to houses; it was pretty far away. But I guess the people still called and complained, whatever. And we enjoyed that night. We went back to my aunt's house after we cleaned everything up, and we did an after party there. And everybody was hungry. Mind you, the taquero was already gone by, I want to say, like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock actually. The party started at 3. I want 2 or 3, and she had a little tiny little like a little celebration at first, for like kind of like a mass type, where one of our close family friends la bendició and stuff like that, but it wasn't too big. And
Colors
So as you guys seen what I was talking about, that's what happened. We just left it like that. We were like, okay, at least I felt a little relief that it actually came out. So then it was time for the father-daughter dance, the doll and the heels and everything like that. And then after that, it was time for the baile sorpresa. For the baile sorpresa, we didn't do anything big. We didn't get undressed or anything like that. We stayed with the same clothes. We just danced around my sister and spun her around a few times. And then we got people out to dance. I will insert a clip of that too, right here, so you guys can watch it.
Me toca en el perito, después el niño perdido y puerto muy bonito para que vean cómo me pinto. Ay, 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 no me acuerdo. Y ese de compa, arriba se la primo y así se baila como en el rancho, compadre. Y ahora, se Guanajuato ya. Se vaya mi compa. Y nos vamos hasta San Luis Potosí, oiga. Esto que los alacanes, oiga. Saludos para los coches de Guerrero. ¡Echa primo! Ahí nomás. Y hasta parece que andamos allá por Santa María.
Un aplauso ahí para todos los bailarines, especialmente las quinceañeras.
There's the video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. The next part is my other sister, my little sister. I actually enjoyed the planning on that one because it was stressful, yes. But my little Yuritsa, she actually was happy about it, how it came out, how it turned out. It was a big success actually, to be honest. Seeing her smile and everything like that, enjoying the night. After that, I felt a relief. I felt happy about myself. I felt better because we got to actually, me and my aunt and everybody who helped, which I really appreciate you guys still to this day. I got to see her wish come true, which was good and it made me feel happy. It made me feel like a good brother. And the planning for that one was a little more stressful than my little sister's actually. But with that one with Yuritsa's I had help. With my little sister Yuretti's quince, I didn't have any. I don't want to say I didn't have any help. I did, but not towards the planning as much. I'm gonna do a part 2 about that video, and I will talk more about that in the next video.